占到77%左右的患者 ，BRCA 跟这个HRD 都是阴性的，那么 PD-L1 的抗体也是阴性的，所以这部分的患者应该说，如果说单药治疗，任何一个单药来治疗，效果都是非常差。如果是 PD-L1 阴性的，它的这个免疫治疗的反应率大概是小于5%的。Parp抑制剂的这个治疗也是小于10%的。那么这两个联合起来，我们可以看到它的一个结果，中位的一个反应的时间是9.2个月。那么而且这是对于就是说整个都是阴性的患者，就是Parp 那个 BRCA 阴性的、HRD 阴性的、PD-L1 阴性的，那么这样一个难治性的患者，他的这个反应时间可以达到9.2个月，甚至有一名患者有达到18个月还在继续用药的。所以这种治疗效果是非常可观的，这就为我们带来一种是怎么样的思路呢？就是说，化疗在对于卵巢癌患者来讲，如果说无路可走的时候，我们可以选择一种新的方式，就是靶向治疗的联合靶向治疗。联合靶向治疗的时候，就Parp抑制剂加免疫治疗，甚至我们的Parp抑制剂再加抗血管生成的药物来进行治疗。这就是我的一个简单的一个总结，谢谢。
感谢吉辛斯教授的精彩分享，为我们描绘了包括尼拉帕林在内的靶向治疗在我们卵巢癌方面的一些应用前景以及它的未来的发展方向。但是在国际市场上，尼拉帕林在卵巢癌维持治疗当中有哪些新的进展？Parp抑制剂未来的发展方向如何？让我们有请我们两位尊敬的教授 Professor Ratner and Professor Salisi 给我们再进一步的分享尼拉帕林的未来的应用前景。
This is a major breakthrough, and the convenience and the efficacy is unparalleled so far. Suddenly, this was a major qualitative leap in treatment of ovarian cancer, and suddenly gave you a totally different action against this treatment, against this cancer. My hope is that, and specifically for ovarian cancer, my hope is that they will also look, I know that the company was looking into the 5th and 6th line of therapy, and I just want to focus on this particular issue right now. I personally don't have that many patients on Parp inhibitors, especially or niraparib, and if they're platinum sensitive and they're on line 5 or line 6 of therapy, it's a little bit unusual that they haven't been exposed already to Parp inhibitors. So it's very difficult to find that patient population. Also, when they're this much out from the original diagnosis, so they were treated already with 5 or 6 lines. I think I only have like 2 patients on that, and they were germline BRCA mutated patients that are doing wonderful. Actually, they're on maintenance of niraparib, and the reason they're on 4th line is because it was not approved beforehand. But otherwise, it's very unusual for me to have anybody in the 5th or 6th line. And about the future directions, my hope is that they will investigate maybe an injectable administration, and I'm gonna explain why. In ovarian cancer patients, one of the main problems that we encounter, and I understand, is the hematological toxicities and fatigue and the gastrointestinal problems like nausea. However, mechanical problems we encounter frequently, and a lot of our patients cannot get the oral medication because they have small bowel obstructions, and as such they're not eligible for oral treatment. If that can be investigated, suddenly you have this fantastic venue to give it to your patients. If they can be administered intravenously, a formulation that can be administered intravenously, when they have a bowel obstruction, whether it recovers or not, and you prolong their life significantly, I think that's worth looking into.
I think the future of niraparib is twofold. I think niraparib and Parp inhibitors are changing the paradigm of ovarian cancer. They're changing the paradigm of how we see this cancer, and we're truly going to realize what we have always hoped for, that ovarian cancer becomes chronic disease with a long period of maintenance of chemotherapy. So I think the paradigm is twofold. I think it's going to become standard of care to use niraparib, not just in recurrent disease, but also in the adjuvant setting. SOLO-1 was so positive that it is unquestionable that we were going to see similar results in PRIMA when that reads out. And I think neuroperative is going to become commonplace in the adjuvant setting. And in treatment, I don't think it's going to be one drug. I think in treatment, it's going to end up being a combination, just one drug, because of what we always talk about, different mechanisms of resistance. I think it's going to end up being a combination of neuroperative and VEGF inhibitor. From what we talked about today, we know that olaparib cedarelinib combination has been very positive, but very toxic. We are very optimistic that neuroperative bevacizumab combination is going to be as efficient, as efficacious, but less toxic, and as well as Parp combinations with PD-L1s. So I think the future is this is going to become commonplace, and all patients are going to be on them, and they're going to be on them right up front, and we're going to use Parp after Parp, and we're going to use Parp after Parp by itself, and Parp after Parp in combination with other targeted therapies.
Thank you for your wonderful sharing. 谢谢两位耶鲁教授，也谢谢我们的国内的各位同道。我们相信呢，我们卵巢治疗策略的日趋完善，那么将会给我们的卵巢癌患者带来更多的临床获益，也为我们的卵巢癌患者和家庭带来更多的希望。谢谢大家。